Hello friends, we as traders and investors are endeavoring to do three things. Number one, make the most amount of money. Number two, do it in the shortest possible time. And number three, keep the risk of the investment or the trade as manageable and as low as far as possible. Obviously, the endeavor or the attempt here should be to choose an investable security. Now remember, I'm using the word investment here. This is not for intraday traders, even though intraday traders should also make a note of this metric. But for intraday traders, there is another yardstick which is to be added to this yardstick, which is the subject of another video altogether. So if you are a swing trader who holds his position or her position overnight, or you're looking for an investment which you're going to hold on for a while, this video is for you. I'm going to help you choose the right stock as compared to a list of stocks that you have segregated. Assuming that you want to invest in only one stock out of say 7, 8 or 10 stocks that you finalized, which should be the stock that gives you the highest amount of returns in the lowest possible time frame and with the smallest amount of risk. You want to ride the fastest bus possible so as to arrive at your destination the quickest. Friends, I'm VijayBhambwani, a trader with 35 years of experience, 28 of which are spent as a founder, promoter and CEO of a limited company which only trades for a living. I'm going to help you in my videos become better traders as compared to what you were before watching my videos, and I have no commitments, no expectations from you, no courses to sell and no webinars to attend. Let's dive right in. The metric or the study that I am talking about is called the Relative Strength Comparative, RSC. Please do not mix it up with RSI or the Relative Strength Index. The RSI is a measure of the internal strength of any tradable security, which is the strength compared to its own previous move. The Relative Strength Comparative, in this case the RSC, compares two tradable securities and sees which one of the two is stronger than the other. Now this study basically uses two yardsticks. Whether a security rises faster and higher as compared to the other security in comparison, faster in a bull market, and whether the security falls lesser and slower as compared to the other in a bear market. So remember, to be able to fulfill the criteria of the RSI giving you a go ahead or a green flag, your stock must rise faster than the other and fall slower than the other in terms of bear markets. Where can you get the relative strength comparative? Hey, that's the beauty of my videos. I won't tell you to spend money. I'll tell you about data which is available free of cost in the public domain. So any good charting service like say tradingview.com, chartview.com, etc. will have the relative strength comparative as an oscillator. An oscillator is a window which you can open below the price chart. Commercial technical analysis software like Metastock, etc. of course will have the relative strength comparative. Here you can see on the screen as to how basically plotted the relative strength comparative of a stock against the Nifty. So friends, you saw from the drop down menu how I chose the oscillator relative strength comparative or the RSC. Now I've opened the stock price chart of this company called Asian Paints. Now, I want to add the relative strength comparative and see how Asian Paint compares to the Nifty 50, the Nifty being the benchmark index. So, when I click on the RSC,
Basically, the RSC wants to know what I want to compare the underlying, which is Asian Paints company, to what. I therefore look up the Nifty 50 index. There you can see it on your screen. I'm using Equis's Metastock software, by the way. That's a company, a subsidiary of Reuters. So in Metastock, I look up the Nifty and add it as the comparative study. And after checking the box for the Nifty 50, I opted to show the reading of the RSC on the left hand side of the chart, as you can see on your screen, because on the right hand side of the chart, I want to know the price of Asian Paints, the stock price of Asian Paints. Now, as you see on your screen, the relative strength comparative, or the RSC, is appearing as a blue moving average. Obviously, this is going to be a dynamic study, because as the stock price moves every day vis-a-vis the Nifty, it will either gain or lose strength over time. So it is not a straight line. Now, the reading of the RSC as on the day on which I've recorded this video is 0.16. I've underlined it, highlighted it on the chart, on the top side of the chart, as you can see with a bold line. The reading is 0.16. If the reading was 0, it would have meant that Asian Paints has exactly the same strength as compared to the Nifty 50. If the reading was in minus, it would have told me that the stock is weaker than the Nifty, which means it rises slower than the Nifty in a bull market but falls faster than the Nifty in a bear market, which is why the reading would have been minus. But here the reading is not only 0 but above 0, which is 0.16. Now, the fact that the RSC reads 0.16, it means the returns of Asian Paints would have been higher by approximately 16% compared to the returns of the Nifty. Had you bought Nifty for delivery, which is possible now thanks to the exchange traded funds or the Nifty ETF, you would have got 16% higher returns as compared to the base returns of the Nifty. And that too for that period only. And like I told you, this reading will change every day once the stock keeps moving against the index. The higher the relative strength comparative reading above 0, the stronger is the stock, and therefore the higher it will gain in a bull market, and smaller or lesser it will fall in a bear market. Now, here let me share a little secret with you. Now, initially, I told you that this video is for swing traders and delivery based buyers, although even traders should also be watching this video. Let me tell you why. Imagine if you wanted to go long in futures, even for an intraday basis. What kind of a stock would you want? Obviously, you would want to go long in a stock where the relative strength comparative reading is higher than the Nifty. But should you even dare to short sell a stock where the relative strength comparative reading is high? I don't think so. Those are not the stocks you want to trifle with or fool around with, because you might just probably wind up regretting due to losses. Do not short sell stocks which are high in strength. Now, you can compare as many items as you like and choose the highest profit yielding or the profit potential counter for your long investments and choose the weakest one for your short sales. This is how winning is done by savvy traders. Friends, I've shared with you the secret sauce of the experts, and I hope this goes a long way in kind of improving your P&L from your trades.
Now, why do I use the Nifty? Because the Nifty is a benchmark index. So I want to outperform the benchmark index, and therefore I want a stock which will rise faster than the Nifty and fall slower than the Nifty. Can you use one stock against the other? Yes, that's the beauty of digital platforms nowadays. as compared to when I started out 35 years ago in trading, when there were no computers and no charting services. The present generation of traders have so much available by way of trading tools that it's not funny. With a click of a mouse, you can basically change one security being compared to which security. It could be Reliance against Infosys, or Infosys against TCS, or it could be copper against gold, it could be the dollar against the pound. The possibilities, the permutations and combinations are simply endless. Friends, I want you to make the best use of your time and money so as to get on to the fastest moving bus, so I can help you reach your destination the fastest using this very simple tool called the relative strength comparative. A word of caution here, don't forget to stack two securities and then use the relative strength comparative. If you do not specify to the software which two securities you want to compare, you will not get a reading of the relative strength comparative, because it is a comparison between two securities. Many novices omit or forget to add the second security, and then they get a zero reading of the relative strength comparative index. So I hope this video helps you become far better traders and investors. More videos coming up your way. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like this video, and in the comment section do let me know what you think of this video and what you'd want me to record next. Don't forget to click on the bell icon please, and get alerts about new videos being posted ASAP. Also on YouTube, I update a daily graphic of the market's numerical and statistical data. Do check them out in the community posts as a simple 2-minute text that will appear on your screen. I wish you all the best. Have a very, very profitable trade ahead. VijayBhambwani signing off for now. Thank you for watching my video. Take care. Bye-bye.